Morning, children. How are you all? I am sure you are fine at home. Stay at home, stay safe. Children, you know I am Tapas sir, your value education teacher. Today I am going to teach class 4 students lesson 3 intelligence. This story is about Savitri and Satyavan. So, children, let's start with the story. Lesson number 3 Intelligence. There once lived an Indian princess by the name Savitri. She was the daughter of a noble king. Noble means fine personal qualities. Princess Savitri was beautiful and witty. Witty means humor, having the quality of humor. Yet, when the time came for her to marry, no man asked for her hand. Means, even though she was beautiful, nobody from their kingdom or nearby kingdom approached to them to get married Princess Savitri. Her father told her, "Go out and find a man worthy of you." Worthy means deserving respect. Then I will arrange the marriage. Her father told her that you yourself go and find out the person who deserves to marry you. In the company of a few servants, Savitri travelled from place to place. She took some servants and she herself went in search of the person who is fit to get married with her. After many days, she came upon a settlement. Settlement means to solve a dispute, to solve any dispute or problem. Where she met Prince Satyavan. After searching for many days, she found a man named Satyavan. He was the son of a blind king who had lost his kingdom. Means Satyavan's father was once a king, now he is a blind man. Neither he is having his kingdom nor they are staying in that palace. So he is no more a rich person. Savitri returned home and told her father that she wanted to marry Satyavan. After coming back to home, Savitri requested her father that she wants to marry Satyavan. The king went and met Satyavan. Satyavan was overjoyed to be offered such a bride. Bride meaning woman on her wedding day. They got married means after listening from her only daughter, king was very pleased that she has selected her own husband. So king along with his daughter Savitri went to meet Satyavan and told him or gave him the offer. By listening the offer, Satyavan was very happy that he is getting to marry such a beautiful lady, and they got married. One day, Savitri, now the bride of Satyavan, saw him heading for the forest with an axe on her shoulder. One day, after their marriage, Savitri saw that Satyavan was going to forest with an axe on his shoulder. Savitri rushed to his side. I will come with you. They walked to the hillside. Savitri requested to Satyavan that she wants to join him to the hillside. Satyavan told her to rest and began to chop firewood. Satyavan told her to take rest and he started cutting the firewood. He dropped his axe. My headaches means after cutting some wood, he fell down because he had a very bad headache. Savitri rushed up to him. By seeing her husband on the ground, she rushed up to him. Laid him down in the shade of tree and put his head on her lap. She sat down on the ground and put her husband's head on her lap. My body is burning, Satyavan said and closed his eyes. His breathing became slow. Savitri looked up. Coming through the wood towards them was Yama, the god of death. When Satyavan told to Savitri that he is feeling bad as if his body is burning and he is not feeling okay as he is unable to breathe properly, means having breathing problem. Savitri looked up. Coming through the wood means when Savitri looked upwards, she found that the god of death Yama is coming towards them. Yama took away Satyavan's spirit and headed for forest. Means Yama came and took away the life or spirit of Satyavan and went into the forest. Savitri got up and started to walk behind him. But Savitri, as she loved her husband very much, she also didn't give up. She started to walk behind Yama. Yama strode smoothly. Smoothly means without difficulties. Means Yama started to walk smoothly, swiftly through the woods, and Savitri followed him. Means Yama was not in a hurry as he was walking smoothly through the wood. Savitri also followed Yama. At last he stopped to face her. Savitri, you cannot follow me. Lord Yama, I know your duty is to take my husband away, but my duty as his wife is to stay by his side. When Yama saw that Savitri was following him, he turned back to talk to her. She told to Savitri, you are simply following me, it is of no use. Then Savitri told, your duty is to take my husband's life, my duty as his wife to follow you and to stay beside my husband till the last minute of my life. Princess, that duty has come to an end. Still, I will grant you a favor. Favor means to support someone or to help someone. Anything but the life of your husband, said Yama. Savitri said, please restore my father-in-law's kingdom and his sight. His sight and his kingdom shall be restored. Restored means bring back to previous situation. Bring back to previous situation. Said Yama. Yama, saying this, headed towards the south. Savitri began to follow him again. Savitri told to Yama that please give back my father-in-law's kingdom and his wealth. Yama told, you don't worry, as I have promised to give you favor, so it will be in this condition that you can get the kingdom back of your father-in-law's, but I cannot give back your husband's life. Savitri, go back. Lord Yama, I know my husband will find happiness in your kingdom, but you carry away the happiness that is mine. Princess, I will grant you another favor, anything but the life of your husband. Savitri said, grant many more children to my father. So be it. Your father shall have more children, said Yama. Savitri, when followed Yama, Yama shouted at her. He told that you don't follow me. You rather take one favor for me, but don't ask for the life of your husband. Then Savitri in return told to Yama that grant many more children to my father, and Yama told, you don't worry, your father will have a lot of children in future. Yama turned to continue his journey. Again Savitri followed. Savitri, I forbid you to come any farther, shouted Yama. I will grant you one last favor, anything but the life of your husband. Then the third time also Yama found that Savitri was following him. Then Yama told to Savitri that I can give you one more favor, that is the last favor or help, but you don't ask the life of your husband. I cannot give back to you. Then grant my children to me from my father in law's only son. Yama's eye grew wide as he stared at Savitri. You did not ask for Satyavan's life, yet I cannot grant your wish without releasing him. Princess, you are a wise girl. Yama took out the spirit of Satyavan and let it go. Then, for the last favor, Savitri very cunningly asked for the boon of getting the children from his father-in-law's only son, that is his husband. By listening this question, Yama's eye glittered and he was totally shocked that how wittily or cunningly this wise girl has solved the problem of taking back his husband's life from me. Yama told, as I have promised you to give you a favor, even though directly you have not asked your husband's life, but indirectly you have taken the advantage of this boon. And so he gave back the life of Savitri's husband Satyavan. Savitri, you have won your husband's life. The sun was just setting when Savitri returned to Satyavan, who was steering from a deep sleep. Then Lord Yama told that you go back, you have won your husband's life from me. And Savitri also returned back. It was almost getting sunset, and she found that her husband got up from a long or deep sleep as he was unaware of the situation that took place there. Savitri smiled and said to him, "Let us return home." Savitri smiled and told to her husband that, "You don't worry, we are okay. Let us go back to our home." Children, the moral of the story is wisdom is knowledge, the ability to discern inner qualities and relationship, which good insight and have good judgment, means you should always have good knowledge, or you should use your intelligence in a best way to get better judgment. Thank you children for listening this story.